Hey dolls, it's Kisa, your favorite tarot reader, and I'm back with another reading today. This is going to be for my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. If you like a private reading, they are available 7 days a week at fortuneexpo.com. We are going to go over, this is the Mercury Retrograde reading. So for Geminis, this is definitely, you are ruled by Mercury, so this really impacts you. Mercury is management. It manages transportation, thoughts, ideas, electronics, and I also say love because the Greek god Mercury is aligned with, the little Cupid guy from FTD Flowers. So that's kind of why your ex comes back a lot. With that being said, we're going to do your money and career, your general energy, see what's coming up with that. And then we're also going to pull up your love and just a general card about like where your focus should be. In this reading, I am going to talk about the collective energy for air signs as well as break down whatever's coming up for each individual sign as well. If you would like a private reading, they're available 7 days a week at fortuneexpo.com. If you're seeing this video and you opt in to allow direct messages, I'll be sending over a special code for folks to book. And then also make sure that you follow me on all the socials and opt into my newsletter because I'm offering things there as well. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to pull up your current energy, air signs. Oh, if you've been online, stay online. I see you about to blow up. People are going to people are going to really know your name. It looks like whatever you're working on, small business. Some of y'all got like a lifestyle brand, like you kind of giving socialite. I definitely see you're going to get more fame for that. Work on your presence during this Mercury retrograde. I feel like this is something that you've always wanted to do. Take it from being like, have fun with it, but kind of take a little more interest and energy in it outside of it just being a small hobby because it's going to get you where you want to be. Also, if you're not online, some of you have a lot more influence than you're giving yourself credit for. So I see you using your impressions to help things happen around you, make things move forward. This could be you open up doors, just not just for yourself, for other people. I see you getting recognized for something. Like people know who you are and they happy to be around you. Clarifying that is the 9 of Cups in reverse. What I would say is this. You could be a little bit upset that things aren't going the way you want to emotionally, but I definitely see your finances changing. I also want to say this is a matter of perspective, right? Because as you get more popular, things come along with that, of course, and you could be figuring out whether or not the juice is worth the squeeze. I see it is. I see you celebrating. Mercury retrograde is also going to have you in this kind of melancholy energy, just because it's also in in Cancer, and we're in Cancer season and it's giving that anyway. So you're kind of thinking about, am I getting what I want? Am I safe? Am I feeling like I need to feel? You are. And please don't doubt yourself. Focus on pushing forward with this online energy, okay? Now for Libra, I just want you to focus on your focus. You could be getting over a setback, or you could kind of be getting back into the game with something. And you're ready. You're ready. I feel like you had to take a break, or you went through something really hard and difficult, and now you're trying to okay. We all know entrepreneurs. It's like sometimes they on, sometimes they off. It's hard running a business because it's kind of like, if it's a small business, a lot of times it's small, like it's just one person. And this is given like maybe you had to step away from something that you were passionate about, or you weren't able to fully express yourself in some way, and now you're getting back into it. And you've been looking at, like, you've been waiting, like you've been sitting there like, okay, when I jump back into this, when I jump back in it, you all the way in there. You all the way in there. And I love to see it. You all the way in there, okay? Um, Aquarius, I see you minding your business. You could be feeling a little lonely, feeling like you miss somebody, but you don't miss them enough to go back. You're waiting for something better. And I'm proud of you. Okay? Because first of all, Aquarius ain't never lonely. And they had you fucked up and you ain't. And you standing on business. Love that for you. That's the read. You standing on business. I love that for you. Now Gemini. Gemini. What is Gemini? Your energy right now is trying to break the cycle of lying to these hoes. What are you doing? Your energy is like you so focused on this situationship and all this, like trying to pretend things are the way, and they not. Some of you are the victim of this. You're a victim of a relationship, like a situationship. Some of you are creating situationships and you want a new beginning. So what I'll say to you is keep it 100. Stop playing with people's emotions. Stop playing with people's minds, and don't allow other people to do the same. Okay? Focus on your influence. Okay? Because you see, you influence the people the wrong way. Of course you would, Gemini. I ain't even gonna start with y'all because I'm a Gemini rising. We gotta use our powers for good. I always tell my husband I can run a cult if I wanted to. But I don't. Do I have a cult? I do not. But I could. See? The Gemini in me. But y'all gotta keep it cute. Because what is y'all over there doing? I gotta show y'all why this stressed me out. Deep fake. So even you starting to believe your lies. Situationship. And then breaking cycles. You just had a birthday. You know better. Talk to me about what y'all got going on in the comments. Just because of this, I'm going right into love. And y'all know I ain't a love reading girl. I'm a money reading girl. But we are going to get into love. Some of y'all are getting out of karmic situation. If somebody comes back during this retrograde, because you know everybody likes to spin a block, this is because you got to do that final push, final let go so you can get into something better. And I'm going to say this, as a person that used to keep the door open, I believe this because I feel like you have to let go so you could be fully committed in something present. So if you want real love, if you want a husband, if you want whatever it is, you got to let go of the past. Also, your money's going to be increasing. We are not talking about money right now. We're talking about love, but your money is definitely going to be increasing. Stay positive with your mindset on that. Have an attitude of gratitude, but I definitely see blessings coming out of nowhere. And what's funny, this came up for Virgo specifically when I was doing my other, the earth sign, and Virgo is also a Mercury ruled sign, so that bag, okay, that bag. And just 3 because I gotta, okay. I also see you letting go of a relationship and stopping the pattern, so that's interesting. There's these cycles that y'all be getting into, and I see you letting go some of these cycles and growing. That's also a beautiful thing because when Mercury retrograde comes along, we always going backwards. And you kind of like, oh, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? You are seeing that you don't need to do some stuff and you letting it go and you moving forward. I love that for you. Libra, when it comes to your love life, I see you working it out with somebody. And I actually see them surprising you. Stick with whoever you're with. If you're in a relationship and things have been hard, they're definitely going to get better. If you're single, keep working on yourself. You're going to be surprised by a connection. This could even be an earth sign, okay? Aquarius. Okay. Y'all are stressing me out, air signs. All right, Aquarius, this is what I'm seeing. You are really not ready to move forward. I just commended you for standing on business, but I just commended you for standing on business, but also looks like you're doing this as a manipulative tactic. And you need to figure out do you want to be with this person or do you want to control this person? Because it looks like you don't really know how to be in a relationship without you having some level of control, and emotionally you're blocked from being open. Like you think this is just how the way it has to be. I do see you meeting up with them or meeting up with somebody else and talking. I see two people. I see whoever this is that got you stressed. I see you meeting up with them and trying to build a friendship to see where it goes and just taking it slow. But I also see you getting back out there and dating. The thing with you is like you really want to be a polygamist. Like you want more than one person. You don't want to be you ain't a one woman person. One woman man or woman or whatever. You ain't a one-on-one. You want multiple. And you could even be dealing with somebody that's seeing somebody else as well and you thought you could handle it, but you can't. But here's the thing. Have a conversation with them about this because it's given this who you want to be with. And I feel like despite the fact that they might be seeing other people, you still want to be with them too. But see, the problem is this. You have an outdated way of thinking. You know that you want to be in an open relationship. Like, you know that's best for you. But also, you kind of can't submit to that because it's like you don't really want to give them their freedom and you got to get over that. I also see somebody coming back from the past and breaking up this illusion of like somebody from your past is like you could even be holding on to them and not committing to somebody that's great and in front of you right now because you're like waiting for somebody else to pop back up, and when they pop back up they're gonna disappoint you and you're gonna see you where you need to be. Come back and tell me what happens with that. I want to know. All right, let's get into your money. Let's get into your money. Woo! That is not even a song, but we're about to get into your money. Let's get into it. Hey. All right, so when it comes to your money situation, okay, so you're about to find out about some new opportunities. It kind of feels like it's hard for you to see, like it feels like you might be looking for new work or looking for some change or like not sure what you need to do. Mercury retrograde is going to bring that clarity to you. I see that. And I see some new opportunities coming. What's funny is like, it's going to be where you least expected it at. It's going to be something that you kind of even didn't think about this. And once you can be like, oh, that was just up the street. Or like, I didn't even know they worked over here or they did that, right? So it's going to be something like, but that's what's good because you won't, if you're not looking, you're not going to find nothing anyway, and you are looking, and your spirit guides are confirming that you're about to find it, but you do have to be flexible, okay? Don't be too rigid in how the outcome is going to come or how it's going to look. This is especially for you Libra guys, like Libra in general. Sometimes y'all want things to be, but you got to be very open-minded to see what's coming out. Also, there's some things that you don't know, and there could be some emotional attachments that are making it difficult for you to invest energy or try things. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just in whatever you're going through right now, remember, Mercury's in retrograde in the sign of Cancer. The sun is in the sign of Cancer. So there's a lot of miscommunication emotionally, and you can't get bogged down by that because everything is going to work itself out. Some of you might be needing to work night shift and you really would prefer to work days, or some of you might have to be shifting with that as well. But overall, I see a fresh start. So this is also speaking to your money growing, your situation growing, your status growing. You could even have to just look at your job in a new way, or somebody could offer you a job. Like, I see you maybe going back to a company that you used to work for, but having a different role, different position. But I see growth here for you. Definitely see growth. Whatever you want wants you back, but see, you gotta get stop being afraid to get it. Go get that shit. I definitely see wish fulfillment when it comes to your finances and career. Talk to me about what's going on in the comments, guys. Now, Libra, power position. This is speaking to promotion. This is speaking to leadership. This is speaking to successful small businesses. It's also speaking to doing something that is going to this build wealth for years to come, and that's also protected. This is something that you might have to speak to people about or like use your mental aptitude to do. But I definitely see that's what's coming next for you and your finances, and you're going to be very successful with that. Aquarius, you need to take a break. Your energy needs to be recharged. Some of you might even be going out to the desert. Amira, some of you might be going out to the desert to get this done. Of course, my daughter is trying to burn down the house, so I'm trying to make this do this reading. But what? So Aquarius, take a break. You might be going out to the desert to get this break. You need to refresh yourself. You need to renew yourself. Also, get out in nature. If you can't specifically go out to the desert, go to nature where you can like refresh yourself, have an open mind, get a reset, maybe take a small retreat. You need a break from everything so you can see fully and see clearly. Because there are going to be some challenges that come up, some issues that come up. You're going to be able to face them heads on because you're such a brilliant person. So here's the thing. You is smart. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit for your ideas. I also don't feel like you get a chance to see all your ideas and act on all your ideas because you're always on the go. There's something that you stop doing that you're going to return back to. There could be an old co-worker or even a second chance that you get with something. But this break is going to be really important for you so you can push that forward, okay? Where y'all going to take this break at? Come see me in Vegas. That's the desert. Come to Vegas. You ain't gotta see me, but go to Vegas. You know, like you can rest really cool right there. Like people be like, oh, Vegas, you be said no. You can get you a nice hotel. You can get you a nice steak dinner. You can chill out. All right, and Gemini. Oh my God, you are supposed to be in a role of leadership. I see you could be getting a job as a supervisor, as a manager, as a lead. You can even be mentoring or leading other people. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I see you being called to that. I see you stepping into that space and stepping into that energy. I also see that whatever you want to do, you got to put yourself out there and take some risk. You're like hiding back or not like being yourself fully or putting it out there because you like afraid or you could be overwhelmed with something. But I definitely need you to step into the spotlight and do your thing, Gemini, because there's so many blessings coming from that. And really, your spirit guides are also saying like taking action is going to get you where you want to be. So you're not stuck. You just aren't taking the steps. So what's interesting is this speaks of taking the steps, and then this is literally speaking of progress, okay? And I know you've been doing this a long time, and it feels like you should be there yet, but you're very close. You're actually closer than where you were before. It looks like you're going to have a major breakthrough within the next few months, and I am seeing that desert card, so that speaks to it as well. Your spirit guides are going to send a small little breakthrough for you. It's like a bridge. I said this to another sign. It's like keep doing what you're doing. Keep going after what you're going after. There's going to be a small bridge that's going to help you elevate, but please stay the course. There's also something from the past that you might have stopped doing or might be going back to that's coming up. I see some changes though, some very quick, fast changes when it comes to your finances and your career situation. And see, this goes together. This is speaking of leaving a job soon, and this is speaking of doing something short term. Whatever happens, whatever goes on, it is not going to be forever. But it is important that you start working on a strategy now, working on a plan now to get where you want to be, okay? And bet on yourself, okay? You got this. You really do got this. As we wrap up this reading, and I make sure my daughter isn't burning down the house, we got this card right here that speaks to I dare to declare my love. What are you passionate about? Some of you, this is speaking to like physical love, but a lot of you, especially you Gemini, this is giving me you need to be living a life aligned with your passions, aligned with your desires, aligned with what supports you and fuels you. Talk to me about what that is in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.